y'all?
Good morning.
Welcome to the 10-10 version of Jeff and Melinda Live at 10. But today's show, we have a special guest.
Hello, Shannon. Hi, Angie.
Special,
Hi, Mom.
special guest. 7,
Hello.
9
Hi, Heather.
is in the house.
Hi,
David
Good
Moyer.
morning.
Hi, Curtis.
Curtis Gibney.
Alexis.
Alex.
Alex.
What's going on? Thomas, how are you, buddy?
Mel.
So good to see you. Hi, Beth.
Beth.
Yes. Kimberly.
Turn off your Wi-Fi.
Kimberlina.
Kimberly, do you got your dance moves for Kim?
Jody.
Show your dance moves. Hey, there we go. There we go. There we go. Hey,
Linda, good morning.
Hey, Heather, what's going on?
Oh,
yes,
man,
great
this is
worship
great.
last
Hi, Uncle
night.
Jason.
Jason in the house.
Hi, Sarah.
Jason, are you
Turn off your Wi-Fi.
west or are you east? Where are you?
I think he's
Stephanie.
West.
Yeah, probably.
Brittany.
Hi, Tammy.
He probably is. Tammy Salbani's in the house.
Dance, Jeff Knight. That's
Kenny
what he
Bird,
said.
what's up, baby?
Dance, Paula.
Paula, how are you?
Ernest. Good morning. Good morning.
Hi, Angie.
Good morning. Hey, day
Good
2.
Jessica.
Day 2 of
Day
birth
2.
month.
Oh
Come
my
on,
gosh.
y'all.
Wait,
Birthday month.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when you
I
turn
know,
50,
same.
you celebrate.
Oh, my dad.
You celebrate every day.
I think it's Huey because he gets most of the presents.
Oh my God.
I don't get any. I get like a lot, but like I get like no.
No shit.
Yeah, we're gonna have a great 4th, man. You
We're
too.
gonna say stay safe. I don't think we can have fireworks. So
No, oh, we're gonna have poppets.
Kathy. Oh,
Puppets.
great. Puppets.
Hi, Kathy. How are you?
Nice.
We might have to go get some fireworks. I mean,
Yeah.
we can do something, right?
Yeah.
Right? What, we
Something.
gotta do
Gotta do
something.
something. Wait, we gotta make sure.
Independent-
I think the
Day.
message of this 4th of July for Snohomish County is keep the curve down. I think it is. Because honestly, like our county executive saying that if the cases of,
COVID.
Babe, are you awake this morning?
not really.
We had a really.
I was up so early because of that.
Carrie.
We had a dog. One of our
Morning.
dogs was barking last night
Okay. Heather.
for about an hour straight.
I told Ava, my dog Ava, that was my dog, and I told her, "Shut up, dog.
Well, I'm telling you straight
Shut your
up.
mouth."
I'm straight up.
Oh, my birth month, 52.
52.
And anniversary. That's so cool.
Yeah,
awesome.
number
Double
26.
whammy. That's awesome.
Number 26 on the 52.
What time? When did we go to bed last night? Like this
I have
morning,
no
like
idea.
2
It was
a.m. or
early.
something.
It was early. We got home late.
Firework numbers are going.
They're closing
up.
everything down over here. No firework numbers
Oh,
going up.
man.
Oh, Linda, that is. I did hear that actually. I heard they were rolling her back in Texas.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Zoe.
So then everybody else is going to have to follow suit.
No.
We
no,
don't want to
no,
roll
no.
back. We got to go forward,
don't.
y'all.
This is
Got to
my
go
cat,
forward, y'all.
Zoe.
Closed all the beaches.
Closed. Oh.
Yeah, that's a bummer. Anyway, yeah. So what? To last night. Let's talk last night. Who do we got here? Yeah.
This is my cat, Zoe.
Oh, Zoe.
Right. Welcome
Fur
to
flying in the air here.
Night Ranch.
Yeah, here it is.
Prayer request. My dog Joy is sick again.
Doggone it.
No.
3 different vets. Come on now. Okay, I'm gonna write that down because we're gonna be praying.
Yeah, we'll pray for that for sure.
Mike. Good morning.
For sure. What's up, Mike Stewart? How are you, buddy? You staying strong during these times? Absolutely. Hey, Rick, how are you, man? Hey, it was great to see you rolled your truck out at the track last weekend. Too bad it rained, but well done, buddy. Well done getting those
Yeah.
things to the racetrack. Yep, absolutely. So, anyway, last night. Let's talk last night, huh?
Yeah. You just crack me up when you're exhausted. It's because he doesn't drink coffee.
It could be. Maybe coffee would help,
Of
but
course I am too, so.
yeah,
Pamela! Good morning.
Hi, Tiana, how are you? Good to see you.
Woo, quick work break.
All right, so
Hello.
last
Okay.
night we had the building open for the first time with people in it
Yep.
at the Rock Church. The building was open for the first time. 100 people in the room. Did
great.
a bunch of worship sets, and it was fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah.
I can't wear, it's so hard to wear a mask for that long. I need to figure out a
So-
different solution.
So the greatest thing ever was
Oh, I saw that, Pamela. your granddaughter had her baby. Oh, I saw it this morning. So cute.
So great. So it was so funny because I'm watching, like, have y'all ever seen, like, maybe a sailboat is a good example, but you have the sail and it goes woof, and it goes out, and then for whatever reason, the wind changes and it goes all slack and gets all wrinkly. Or, you know when you take a garbage bag and you're opening a garbage bag and it's flat and you get the top and you go, whoo, and it goes whoo, and then it goes all flat when the air goes out.
Isn't that how you're supposed to open them? What?
But this is the part I should have taken video.
Dan.
Melinda is on stage playing keys, and she's singing with her mask on, and her mask is like the garbage bag.
Oh.
It's going whoo
What?
when she breathes out, then it goes, it sticks to her face, and it goes whoo. It was amazing. And then Jonathan was leading.
I'm like sweating.
And literally at one point, Jonathan, his mask, like, it went like in his
Like
mouth.
down his throat.
Like it looked like, yeah, it was like in his mouth, and he's like, yeah. Oh my gosh, it was these things. I sure hope at the end of all this deal, this mask thing, like, there's so much media. Oh, they work. Oh, they don't. I hope that this isn't like we're being punked.
Let's
You
not
know,
even talk about
I
that.
hope we're not
not
all
even
being
talk about
punked,
it.
because there's going to be pictures for days
Let's
of
talk about how to get through it.
church
Isn't there like
leaders.
a filter, like one of those masks with an air conditioner in it? It's so hot. That would be an invention, right? A little personal. They have those air conditioner
Strap a
things that you put on your neck.
Strap a battery-powered air conditioner on the back of your head
Well, they
and
have them so
feed
you
fresh
hang
air
them
to your
around
mouth.
neck, you know?
Oh my gosh.
Maybe we can just put it
Oh.
up under. I'm trying that. I'm gonna go.
You're gonna go
on
look for an
the
air conditioner?
Airplane catalog and get those air conditioner things and stick it underneath my mouth. That
Airplane
might really
catalog.
help. Hey, you know when you get on the airplane?
Oh,
and
yeah,
you have all those
yeah.
Things that nobody ever uses, but it's like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. Or hey,
Yeah.
Something like
Hey,
that.
hey, because a good dad joke is always important on Jeff
well-
and Melinda Live.
I don't know.
What did Yoda say? What did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K? Now you know what 4K is, right? 4K is
4,000.
the new, no, not 4,000. 4K is the new definition of a high def television. 4K. What did Yoda say when he saw himself in 4K? HD, am I? Now only a technical person would get this. But that is pure genius right there. HDMI, because the cord to hook up your 4K is the HDMI cord.
Oh my god.
I love it. I love it.
I'm sorry.
So you don't have to apologize.
Oh, babe, that was awesome.
You don't have to
You be
apologize.
you.
I am here. You do you.
You're weird. Is that what you said?
I said I am here.
Glenn, good morning.
What's up, Glenn? How are you? Good to see you.
Great.
Alex, see, Alex is all over it. 3 cracking up faces there from Alex.
Oh, thank you, Shannon. Good grief. Okay, what do you have? You have some inspiration because.
I got another one.
Oh, jeez.
This guy, my wife and I just celebrated her 32nd birthday yesterday. It was the fastest party we've ever had. 30 seconds. Okay, here we go. Luke chapter 12, verse 32. We read it yesterday. It said, "So don't be afraid, for it gives your Father great happiness to give you the kingdom," right? We're made to understand that Jesus came to save the world, right? We talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
All of us who believe in him, excuse me,
Whoa, drink your tea, babe.
and follow him are to be under the same charge. We're to join him in this mission of saving the world. Before the ascension, what does he say to his disciples? He says, "Disciples, go make disciples." And then he told them, "Go to the uttermost parts of the earth." The reality is that God's invitation is to all, say it, all who respond in faith. But I told you yesterday, and I'm going to follow through on it, I want to dive into this thought that not all will. Not all will respond in faith. And we started to get into it a little bit right at the end. Not all who hear God's call respond in a way that results in their being saved. There are some that are not entering the kingdom of God in faith, right? Some delay with excuses, right? Some delay and then find subsequent opportunities to respond, and the subsequent opportunities are the opportunity where they come into the kingdom, right? Others refuse just completely outright. Others respond initially in a positive way to God's call, but later on when their faith is challenged, or their faith becomes costly, they abandon or deny Christ, they move on. So if you're joining us right now, we've been talking a lot about this scripture in 2 Corinthians where Paul really commands us to plead for people to come back to God, and that we join Christ in this mission to save the world. We're like his soldiers. Like, we put out the call all the time, and God's invitation is to all who respond in faith. But I just want to talk just quickly, because I think that sometimes we glass over and we don't address it. Hey Matt, how are you, buddy? Not all will respond in faith. Yeah. Some will make excuses. Some will for a while, but then when they get challenged or they get frustrated or discouraged, they won't. So here's the deal. Like, a lot of people are like, okay, well, how do we address that? They ask me that. How do we address that? Well, here's the deal. We have to remember the invitation to respond to God in faith is costly. What do I mean by that? Jesus gave his life because of that invitation. So we all have this opportunity to respond to the Lord. Hey, Dirk, what's up? We all have this responsibility to respond to God in faith. Not all will, but one of the things that's the truth, whether we respond or not, is that the invitation to respond to God was super costly. It's Christ's death, burial, and resurrection. Him going to the cross, the price that he paid. Now, also that invitation to respond to God is undeserved. So a lot of times when people don't respond to God, it's because they really don't understand, like, first of all, how valuable the invitation is and what it cost Jesus. And secondly, they don't understand that they don't really deserve it. It's kind of like, I think there's something, I don't know about you, but in me, I think when I start feeling like I don't deserve something, I start to really like try to figure out, how could I deserve it? Yeah. Right? Yeah. And if we think we deserve salvation, we often won't respond to it in faith. But when we have a clear understanding that what he didn't have to do, and we don't deserve it, all of a sudden our instinct is, okay, what do I got to do to understand what I don't deserve? So here's the deal. It's an incorrect view to view the invitation to respond to God as a standing offer. This is what I'm trying to say. As a standing offer to which a person could respond to whenever they decide to. The reality is that what if the invitation to respond to God is not a standing offer? We like to think that it is. But what if it's not? Because maybe it isn't. And there is a portion of scripture that I want to read to you. Because I think when you start talking about calling people back to God, you got to understand the sense of urgency, and it will allow and equip your words. And all of you all, John, what's up, buddy? All of you are on this mission with Jesus to save the world. And I just want, like, this understanding that what if the invitation's not a standing offer, the understanding of Matthew 22 will literally allow the urgency to be in your voice as you communicate to those to come back to God. So here's the parable. I'm going to read it off here. The kingdom of heaven can be illustrated by a story who prepared a great wedding feast for his son. When the banquet was ready, he sent his servants to notify all those who were invited, but they refused to come. So he sent other servants to tell them, the feast's been prepared, come to the banquet. But the guests he had invited ignored them and went their own way. One to his farm, another to his business. Others seized his messengers and insulted and killed them. The king was furious. These are Jesus' words. He sent out an army to destroy the murderers and burn their town. And he said to his servants, the wedding feast is ready, and the guests I invited aren't worthy of the honor. Now go out into the street corners and invite everyone you see. So the servants brought in everyone they could find, good and bad alike. And the banquet hall was filled with guests. But when the king came in to meet the guests, he noticed a man who wasn't wearing the proper clothes for a wedding. Friend, he asked, how is it that you are here without wedding clothes? But the man had no reply. Then the king said to his aides, bind his hands and his feet. What is he talking about? He is illustrating. See, a lot of times, this passage gains a cultural understanding that says Christianity is only like a crutch for those that are on the street corners. That the people that had their lives together rejected the invitation. That's not what Christianity is about, and that's not what this is about. This is about pleading with people to come to the banquet, but you come to the banquet through the bridegroom, Jesus Christ. The father of that's how you come. The father of the groom invites you to come. So you come through Christ. So you dress in the attire. The attire here is salvation. The attire here is responding to the invitation. The banquet was filled with all these people that responded. So you go on. Okay. So then he ends the parable. Am I going? I'm going long here, but I think this is important. For many are called, but few are chosen. So Jesus seems to take exception to a delayed response.
Ryan.
All I'm saying is that the hour is near for us to call people back to God. And to call people back to God, we have to join Christ in his mission. And we have to realize how valuable the invitation is. It cost Jesus his life. And we have to understand how undeserved we are. And we have to stop viewing it as a standing offer. Because what if it's not a standing offer? That parable says, if you didn't respond to the invitation, the master, the king, he just went out and found other guests to bring to the table. Respond to Christ today. Don't wait. Don't slow down. Don't hesitate. If you're watching this and you're connected with us in some way and you feel distance between you and God, I want you to urgently respond. I plead with you. Come back to God right now. Don't let that distance get wider. Don't let that gap grow further. There is a sense of urgency in this hour to find our way back home. We don't see Jesus begging people to follow him, to pick up his cross. We don't see him circling back around with those who rejected, going back again and again just to see if they're okay and will they join him. We don't see him re-engaging people, asking them to reconsider their position of rejecting him. We actually see the opposite. Jesus says to his disciples, if you go to a house and they receive you, then go in and eat. But if they reject you, then dust your feet off and move on. All I'm saying is this. The offer is solid to those of you watching this show right now. The offer is solid. Come back to God in this hour. It's urgent. There's no guarantee that you're ever going to have another opportunity again. That is the message of the kingdom. And I had to say that today because we've talked about the last couple days, we've been talking about this message of coming back to God. But I want you to know why there's so much urgency to it. Because there's no guarantee that it's coming around again. Anyway, hey, that was a little theological class right there, right? In salvation, but Hey, I just want to pray for you right now.
deep.
If you're distant from God
Yeah,
right
that's
now,
good.
pray this prayer. Say, Jesus,
Jesus.
I'm going to close the gap
I'm gonna close the gap.
right now,
Right now.
between you and me.
Between you and me.
Forgive me
Forgive
for
me.
all the ways I've rejected
All the
you.
ways I've
I
rejected
receive your forgiveness,
Receive your
your
forgiveness,
faith,
your faith,
your healing, your provision, your grace, your mercy. I realize I'm undeserved,
I realize I'm
but I
undeserved.
recognize how valuable
But I recognize
the
how
invitation
valuable
is.
the invitation
And I say
is.
yes.
And I say yes.
Yes to heaven.
Yes to
Yes to
heaven.
being born again. Yes to a
being
new
born
life.
again. Yes to a new life.
I'll take the chance.
I'll take the
and
chance
follow you
and follow
in
you
Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name.
Amen. Okay.
Amen.
All right. You got to land this plane, honey, because I'm in orbit.
I'm in orbit.
I'm like at the International Space Station, 250 miles above the Earth. Just
Yeah. Well, the beautiful thing is our salvation, the promises of God,
No.
the blessings of God. That it has
Close the
nothing to
gap.
do with
Come
our
on.
strength, our past, our future. It has everything to do with Christ who gave his life.
it does.
The power of just believing. Just
good.
saying yes.
So good, so good, so true, so yes, so
So
good.
let's walk into today.
Yeah,
Urgency in our voice,
yeah.
passion in our heart, and a yes in our belief. Just be like, yes, you know?
Where are dead computer hackers buried?
Oh.
Decrypt.
Oh. Did you put lotion in my toothbrush on accident?
No, but you guys, she's got Arm & Hammer baking
No.
soda toothbrush,
No,
toothpaste.
that's because I ran out of, or
And
actually the
I
toothpaste
gotta
is in
be
the horse
honest
toilet.
with you. What on earth is
Steve,
Arm & Hammer baking
It's
soda?
nasty.
Steve Bradley, what's going on, man?
So
Good to see you, bud.
gross.
We're just wrapping it up here, but man, you
So
can
gross.
preach the word. Man, so great to see you, man. It's awesome. DeAndre, what's going on, my man? Arm & Hammer.
It is disgusting, but I feel like I had lotion in my toothbrush. Okay.
I broke my finger last
I
week.
also tried some self-tanner. I
On
think
the
I
other
got too
hand, I'm
much on.
okay. Hey, you know what? I can run with dad
Yes.
jokes all day
Oh,
long.
baby.
It's my birth month.
I'm just going to sit here and
I'll
I'm
be
going to listen
50.
to you all day long.
Yeah.
I'm going to cheer you on.
Hey.
Give it encore.
Hey, all right.
Give another
Well, hey, let's
one.
pray. Protection
Joy.
over you. Protection
Yes.
over you. Protection from this virus. Protection from
you, Jesus.
all
Yes.
that would come near your dwelling. Anything that would come to harm you, derail you, delay you, destruct you. Man, absolutely.
You're injured.
Absolutely.
That's right, he is gonna go.
And then secondly, provision. Man, pray provision over your life. Business leaders, business, like finances, if you need finances, if you're in need of a gainful employment, I speak life,
Yes.
speak provision
Jesus' name.
over every aspect of your world right now. We love y'all. We think that you're awesome, and we will see you tomorrow morning. What day is it? It's Thursday today, right?
It's
We'll see you.
Thursday.
Hey, it's Friday
Friday.
tomorrow. All right, we'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Jeff and Melinda Live. Love you. See you soon.